Hi guys, welcome to Hugh's Nursery, and today I'll be showing you how to propagate willow or salix from semi-ripe cuttings. So you've moved in a bit closer now. You don't want to pick any flowering shoots, and as it's quite a young plant there aren't many, but you want your cuttings to be cut just below a growth node and to be about 4 to 6 inches in length. And then you just want to half the foliage and cut it at the top there. So basically you have a cutting, so say you pick that one there, you'll cut just below the node and then trim it if you want to, and then reduce the foliage and cut off any dead wood. So cut. So right, the best time of year to do this is from mid-spring to early summer. And willow, you might have heard, or salix, is very easy, one of the easiest possible plants to root from hardwood cuttings, and that'll be in another video. So remember, 4 to 6 inches in length, and then I'll take a few more and then we'll go up to the solar tunnel. Hi there and welcome back into the solar tunnel. Now here, I'll just show you now, is a nice greenhouse for your cutting. Now as you can already see, it's beginning to mist up even though I haven't watered it, but make sure it's moist. So basically get an old Coke or Pepsi or Fanta bottle and then cut it around the half, leaving a bit so you can easily use it to put back on. And then you're going to fill it with some nice compost. Here I got a mix of fluffy and peaty compost, but try and get it from a sustainable company with peat. So firm it down a bit more and place the last bits on top here. Now you want to get a dibber and then make a nice hole in the middle. Then you're going to select a nice long and healthy shoot with all the side shoots remained as a cut. This is actually cutting, sorry. And then you're going to go in and remove part of the bark, which helps helps it increase chances to root. Now here I have a pot of honey. You can also use rooting hormone or rooting compound or rooting gel, but I don't want to use any chemicals. So honey is good because it helps stop bacteria and fungi attacking your wound. So it's just on there, and then I'm just going to pop it in like that most of the way, and you're going to firm it down. Now this isn't the only way to propagate them. I'm also going to use it with a propagator, and I'll show you that in the next part of the video. So just go down like that, and then you're going to give that a nice water. You also want to make sure that you've got drainage holes at the bottom. Give it a nice water, make sure that the compost is always moist, and then just put it on like that. Put it on the windowsill. You'll see it all steam up, just like that one is beginning to happen, and that will create a nice sort of tropical humid environment which helps increase rooting. So the next part, I'll show you how to use a propagator. Right, you can just root them with putting a plastic bag over, but it's best to create still a nice humid warm temperature. It can be rooted outside but if covered. So here I have a very small propagator with the lead to the mains in order to heat it, and that's the secret behind the success of propagators. Now this pot or tray here is called a root trainer, and it's mainly, I use them for my sweet chestnuts as they have long roots, also for acorns. So basically when they grow, you just pop it out, open it, and then you can remove the roots without damaging the structure. Much easier than the pot. So I'm just going to fill most of these up with some compost. Now I filled up most of the root trainer with some compost, so it's going to go along. Now firming down all the individual plugs like that. And you're going to get a dibber and make some nice holes. So I'm just doing 8 for now. Then you get your honey, and you get your penknife, and you get your prepared cutting, and you're just going to slice off a bit of the bark, dip it in, swirl it round, and then stick it in like that. So I'll just carry on doing this, and then I'll show you what to do after you've done that. Now the cuttings are in, so be warned, it's happened to me before. They do wilt, but then they poke back up in a couple of days. So to finish it off, stick the top over, just like that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and please like, rate and comment, and also subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Goodbye.